All right, recording is live. Welcome everybody to the first collaboration between Meliora Fitness and Club Field Hockey. So I'm Giovanni. I'm the founder and now ex-president of the club, and I'll be leading the main workout of the day. But I want to introduce Celia as well, representative from Field Hockey.
Hi guys, so I'm Celia. I'm a junior. I have been president of field hockey for 2 years now. I was co-president this year, and I am co-president again next year with Grace, who's also on this call. She and I will both have our cameras on. So some of these workouts are field hockey based, some are more general fitness, some little combinations. So feel free to watch whoever is best for you. And yeah.
Perfect. So the idea today is to try to do an activity that is great for conditioning and provide the physical conditioning for field hockey while still using the training methodologies that you know and love from Meliora Fitness. And so you'll see today a bunch of movements that are more functional towards practicing the sport. So this said, let's just get straight into it. Elliot, do you want to start with the warm-up?
Yeah, for sure. All right, so we're gonna do a nice, quick but thorough workout. I think I'm unmuted. Yeah. So we're just gonna start from the top down. I thought it was kind of a cute thing. So we're gonna start with wrist mobilization. So hold one wrist, go clockwise and counterclockwise. This is just gonna help us loosen up our joints so we can do some pushing on the floor. Now switch the other wrist. And then I like to hold my hands together and just roll them around real quick. We're going to go onto the elbows. So just elbows other way now. I'm not going to spend too much time on this. All right, now more importantly, shoulders. Big shoulder circles forward at first. And now circles smaller and tighter. And now backwards. Big shoulder circles backwards. And then the same thing. Faster circle. And go into breakers. So just like this, starting to stretch out her rear joints.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure somebody heard you speaking. I'm sorry about that. Oh,
all right. I love this stretch. Now we're going to go into back twists. So isolate your torso, crack your lower back a few times. Feels great. All right. Feet a little wider than shoulder width apart. Let me put my camera down a little bit for this. A little wider than shoulder width apart. These are called good morning. So you're going to take your hands, reach down to the middle and feel a nice stretch in your hamstrings, and then come back up, hands behind your hips, and bring your hips forward and just feel a nice stretch in your lower back. So we're just going to do a few of these repetitions here. So at the bottom, feeling a stretch in my hamstrings. The top, a little lower back. Open up the hip flexors. All right. Now we're going to go into right hand to left foot, left hand to right foot, alternating just like this. And again, I'm feeling this in the back of my legs, all through my calves and my hamstrings. Keep your legs straight the whole time. Awesome. Now we're going to get our heart rate up. We're just going to do two more higher intensity warm-ups. So we're just going to go butt kickers right here. And then we're going to go right into high knees, and there's going to be 30 seconds of each of those. So I'm going to time it real quick. So we're going to start with those butt kickers in 3, 2, 1, and go. Start with those butt kickers. The top should feel a slight stretch in your quad. If that helps you to put your hand on your butt to make sure you get full range of motion every single time to do it. And no break. We're going to go right into high knees in 3, 2, 1, and high knees. Just like that. Bring the heart rate up. Drive those knees up. This is a warm up, so just go at your own pace now. 15 more seconds. Three, 2, 1, and stop. Amazing. So, while we're explaining the exercises, make sure to stretch whatever is tight, whatever you need to, as you listen to Gio.
All right, thanks, Elliot. So now that we're warm up, we're gonna start with explanation of the exercises. So since we are preparing for hockey, we want to improve our muscular endurance. So we're gonna be practicing a bit longer circuits than usual. So for the upper body, we're gonna do 8 exercises in a row. Once again, up to you to do as many reps as you can during that time. But the idea is to be able to challenge ourselves to perform the exercise for a longer period of time, okay? So first exercise, we're gonna start with push-ups. We can do different variations. So here, if you're a beginner, just start with a regular push-up. Really quick, body straight, we go down, touch the floor, back up, or you can put the knees down, making sure that the body is fully straight, and do the same, okay? Or you can grab a chair, and this will allow you to focus more on shoulders and upper chest. You put the chair there, put your feet on it, and we do decline push-ups, okay? So it's the same thing, go down and up, okay? The key is to maintain the body in the same position. Then we're gonna start doing some core exercises. So we're gonna do a side plank. Pick one side, hold the plank. Now, your hips should be in a straight line, okay? Elbow underneath your shoulder. This is a bit too challenging. You can do an assisted and put the knee down. Or if you want a progression, this is really gonna challenge our obliques. We go for a reach through. So we go through, and then we go back up. And this will help us develop that turning motion, that twisting motion that in hockey, of course, is used a lot for all the swings. Then we're gonna work on our back. So we lay down. We're gonna do reverse snow angels. From here, hands forward, flex up, and then go down. Now, if this is a bit too challenging, you can bend here and do lower range of motion. Okay, the idea is to control the movement instead of swinging up, okay? Use less momentum and control it. Then we're gonna go into an exercise for the triceps. So we go on the floor. I'll show the side view. Hands facing forward, feet more or less underneath the knees. Now we bend at the elbows and then back up, okay? So I'm not bending at the hips. I'm focusing only on the triceps. All right. And if you have a chair, you can do more advanced variation by keeping your hands here, or a bit easier by bending your legs, okay? So find your own level of challenge. After this, we resume the core movements. So we're gonna do windshield wipers. So this means we lay down. From here, raise up. One side, up, other side, okay? We want to make sure we engage the side of our body. And if you...
When you're doing those, guys, make sure you keep both shoulders on the ground. So if you're moving your legs to the left, make sure your right shoulder is not popping off the ground. You want to stay flat.
Correct. Correct. We want to make sure the movement happens at the core and not with the rest of the body. Then we're going to go into an exercise for the shoulders once again. We're going to do a plank, but a bit more dynamic. So we hold it here, higher plank, and then we add the shoulder taps, okay? Making sure that we take the time to isolate on one shoulder and then the other. And if you want to make it a bit more challenging and engage the chest as well, we go into a push-up, push, tap, tap, push, okay? After that, we go into another variation of the push-up, now to target the lower part of the chest. So we're gonna need a surface. You could use a wall, you could use a bed, you could use a chair, a table. What we want to do is we want to do now the incline push-ups. So from same position, go down and back up, trying to bring the lower chest down to the surface. And if you want a bit more of a challenge, then you're gonna go for the explosive one. So you push explosively up. You can have the clap or no clap. Okay? And finally, we finish with bicycle crunches. Once again, working on the core, so we keep activating and engaging the abdominals. So here, for the bicycles, let's do the side. We want to extend and bring opposite knee to opposite elbow. And this will once again add the twist and make us engage your obliques. So these are all the exercises. I'm gonna start the timer. We're gonna do 30 seconds for each exercise. At any time, feel free to switch between the variations. Start maybe with the harder one and then proceed with the easier one, up to you. But try to keep the motion going, keep the movement going. All right, we're gonna get started in 10 seconds. Get in position, we're gonna start with push-ups. Remember, either feet on the chair or just regular. Check the breathing. Breathe in as you go down, out as you go up. Five seconds. Awesome. So let's get ready now for the side plank. Choose one side. I'm gonna start with my left. Either hold it or go for the reach through. Halfway. All right, very good. Now we're going to go into the back exercise, reverse snow angels. On the floor. Make sure your feet are off the ground. Keep the contraction, lower back engaged. Almost there. Very good. Now we're going to go into dips. So remember, either on the floor or with a chair, okay? All right, now we're going to the windshield wipers. And go. And if it's too challenging, you can bend your knees. Okay. Now we're going to go into the plank with the dynamic shoulder taps or push up to the shoulder taps. And go. Let's keep it going. Okay. Now go against the surface. I have used the chair. And push. Of course, the higher the surface, the easier it becomes. All right, very good. You should already be feeling all the muscles activated. Now we're gonna finish with the bicycles. And go. And that's it. We're done with round one. So now I encourage you to stand up, breathe in, get a sip of water if you want. And we're gonna restart in 1 minute and 15 seconds. Just for the sake of time, we decided to keep the rest times a bit shorter. So we'll see how it goes. If we feel too tired, then we can definitely extend by 30 seconds the rest periods. So how are we doing? Any thumbs up, any comments? Nice, nice. I see some reactions, good. So as I said, this can be definitely challenging, but it's up to you to pick the right progression. So once again, if you get too tired with the push-ups, put the knees down, do them against the wall. You'll see that you keep working and you still feel the difficulty of the exercise, even if you drop it or you change some other variables. We're supposed to start in 10 seconds, guys, with push-ups. Let's get ready. And push-ups. Let's do as many as we can, guys. Keep it going. Maybe let's slow down the tempo, but let's keep going. Nice and controlled. Okay. Side plank. Now we turn the other side. So other side and hold it. Or go for the view. Okay, next up we have the snow angels. Deep breath. And on the floor. Very good, very good. Okay. Now we're gonna go into the dips. Remember, either the floor or the chair, okay? The movement happens at the elbows. Almost there. Shake it off. We're going to go into the windshield wipers. As I said, bend the knees if it's too tough. And go. Shoulders on the floor. Okay, now we go into the plank. Let's add a shoulder tap.
Remember to keep your hips even every time you tap your shoulder.
Yes, we want to stabilize with the core, try to minimize the movement in the rest of the body. And you can add a push-up when you feel like it. All right. Deep breath. We're gonna go into the incline push-ups. Last one, guys. Bicycle kicks on the floor. Full extension of the foot, of the leg. And we're done with round 2. Let's get a sip of water. Breathe in.
How many rounds are we doing?
One more.
Celia, do you have any additional tips for these exercises?
Not really. I suck at upper body stuff, so.
Oh wait, I do. It's for core. When you're on your back, make sure you're not arching your back because it's not engaging your core. And make sure you're keeping your shoulders up when you're doing those bicycles because that's what's like getting your muscles working. Good job, guys, everyone.
Yeah, this is definitely not a beginner workout in the sense that it is more demanding, but that's where we have to adapt it to our own level. There's just one more to go, and then we're gonna move to lower body. And today we don't have a separate circuit for the abs, so that's why we're doing a lot of core work in between upper body exercises.
Also, happy D-Day, everybody.
Woo!
Sophomores are 0 for 2 on D-Day.
Yeah.
We'll get them next year.
Most healthy D-Day, guys.
Why are you 0 for 2?
Because last year it poured all day.
D-Day. It poured my freshman year. It pours every year on D-Day.
But it didn't rain today in Rochester.
Okay, so
Very sad.
it rained my freshman year too, though. Like it's just, that's just what D-Day is. Like you just gotta get wet.
A rain builds character.
It does. Last year the
We're
concert.
starting 15 seconds, so get mentally ready. It's the last one. We're gonna start with push-ups. Put your feet up if you want, or otherwise just on the floor. Let's keep it going.
Like Gio said, if it's getting hard, slow down. Just keep moving.
Yes, let's do it. Go. Last one. Okay, side plank. We're gonna do 15 seconds on one and 15 seconds on the other side. So pick one side. I'll tell you when to switch. And switch. Other side, other side. All right, very good. We're gonna go into the reverse no angels. And go. Flex up. Breathe in as you go down, out, and you go up. Okay, we'll go for this. All right. Windshield wipers. Okay. Next, plank. Keep it there. Tap those shoulders. Once again, stabilizing with the core. We're not shaking too much. Body remains straight. Slow it down. All right. Incline push-ups. And last one, bicycle kicks.
3, 2, 1. Lavora.
Keep the breathing.
Allenamento completato.
And we're done with the upper body. So now let's take a longer break. I definitely encourage you to drink a sip of water, and then we'll explain the new exercises in a bit.
How's everyone doing? Good?
Great.
Great job. Yay.
Grace, you're such a hype person.
You know it. Wouldn't be Grace.
So much more hype than me. Hannah just messaged me privately and said, I love the birds. Sorry if y'all can hear the birds in the background.
Was that you, Celia? I love them.
The birds, I'm assuming. I'm the only one who's outside, I think, so. Nature.
It's nice background noise.
Yeah. It looks like it's gonna rain, so I hope not.
I'd also like to add that AJR is a million times better than Neon Trees.
Oh, for sure, 100%. But they weren't going to play the actual D-Day.
They were?
No,
I don't know the drama.
it was going to be Young the Giant, but then they canceled.
Young the Giant's also amazing.
Okay, well, at least we had some. Okay, a lot of people give Neon Trees shit, but my freshman year we had somebody called Tinashe. She's a rapper. She's not bad, but she was definitely not meant for University of Rochester D-Day. And she called us Rochester University during her performance. So
Neon Trees called us the Tigers. Dude said go Tigers.
We had Big Sean freshman year, and he also said Rochester University.
yeah, I heard that. So honestly, Neon Trees was not bad. At least they were hype.
But
Like-
Big Sean's so good.
AJR is a good sub though. I'm very content.
AJR is great.
They're really fun live if you've never seen them. They're incredibly bumpy and like loud and ridiculous.
Oh, so good.
All right. See so many new faces. That's awesome. 31 participants today. Just as a reminder, if you haven't written in the chat yet your full name, please do it now so that we can track who's participating to our activities. Okay. So I'll be explaining the new exercise for the lower body. And so bear with me. This is going to be a bit of a longer circuit. We're going to do 10 exercises in a row, okay? But don't worry, it's going to be fine. So as we challenge the entire upper body by doing more functional movements and especially strengthening the core is fundamental for the athletes, of course, running around, getting into position for the shots. Now we're going to work on the agility and try to sort of simulate once again that endurance, muscular endurance by doing exercises one after the other, okay? So we're gonna start with a great exercise that not only challenges the strength and challenges the hamstrings, but also requires balance. So we're gonna do the single leg Romanian deadlift. It's not something we usually do in Meliora Fitness. It's a bit more of a technical exercise, but for field hockey, it's important that athletes also build that balance. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get into position, pretty much take a step forward. And what we do is we lean forward. Our shoulders do not pass our hips. The back remains straight. And then we go back up and we can even add the knee up, okay? Then we go back down again.
Something I want to point out here, guys. You want to keep your back as straight as possible. Here, I can try to stand up and demonstrate this.
Okay, let me spotlight you.
So back as straight as possible. You want your shoulders back as well, so we're not letting them hunch over. If you're having trouble balancing on one leg, your knee a little bit, that'll also help. And then if this is too easy for you, you can grab a weight. So I'm going to be doing this with a 10-pound dumbbell. If you do use a weight, make sure the hand that's holding the weight is the same side as the leg that's being lifted, if that makes sense. So if this was my weight, I'm going like that. So yeah.
And as you could see, Celia did not open her hips. So the hips also remain neutral. You don't want to kind of like open the leg outward, okay? To just catch the balance. All right, awesome. So we're gonna do that for both legs.
Yeah, and don't be afraid to make those really slow. They can be hard, so don't rush them. You don't want to fall over and hurt yourself.
Absolutely. Yeah, so we're gonna do that for the left and for the right leg, and that's where you'll see the imbalances you have. Perhaps one leg, it's easier to balance than the other one. Then we're gonna go into an agility drill. So I don't know how your situation is. We may have very limited space here indoor, but we'll make the best of what we have. So for the first agility drill, we'll just do a very simple, straightforward one step. So we just want to do very small steps and go forward one at a time, okay? Like that. And then we run backward, okay? Now, obviously, we want to do this much faster and at a pace that kind of allows us to improve our footwork, all right? This is part of the conditioning. And each round, we're gonna change the drill, okay? So they're gonna get a bit more complex as we proceed. But for the first round, we're just gonna do the one step forward and backward. We keep going for 30 seconds.
If you have lines on the floor, you can use those lines as a line to step over, step back over. I'm on a deck, so I'm gonna use the lines in the wood. If that doesn't work, you can also grab like a t-shirt or a towel and just lay it straight and hop over it. Anything that works for you, or you can just eyeball it.
Yeah, exactly. I have just the carpet, so I'm just gonna do as fast and as close steps as I can. Then we're gonna go into the squat. So we're gonna do a full body squat. Gonna take a stance which is more or less hips width apart. Feet can be completely parallel or slightly angled outward by 5 degrees. We go down, we reach the 90-degree angle, then we go back up. Now the back remains straight, okay? We don't want to hunch forward. Back remains straight, and then back up. Now, if you want to challenge a bit more your stability and balance, you can do a closer squat, but then it becomes much more complicated to especially maintain the straight back. So do it only if you are really comfortable with regular squats. After that, we're gonna go into mountain climbers to still activate our quads, but also engage our core. So we do them all the time. Hands under the shoulders. Now we bring these knees up. And if you want to engage your obliques, we twist, okay? Like that.
If you are indoors and on hard floor and you want to do something a little bit different, you can get 2 towels, go barefoot, and allow yourself to kind of like slide your legs up into mountain climbers instead of lifting them off. But that's just another option.
Absolutely, yeah. If you're on a slick floor, that could be a great alternative. After that, we're gonna go into hip raises to challenge our back chain. So posterior chain. So for the hip raises, we can do them with both feet on the ground, like this, going back all the way up, then down, or one leg at a time. Okay? You're really gonna feel the squeeze in the glutes and hamstring. Okay?
What's really important is you want to start by squeezing your glutes, and then you want to lift. When you're lifting up, start with your butt first, and then peel your spine off the floor. When you go back down, you want to start at the top of your spine and imprint it until your hips are back. So we're not just raising the hips straight up. It's kind of a peel off, peel down.
Awesome. Yeah, thanks for the tip. That's to maximize the contraction. Okay, and then next, we're gonna go into lunges. So for that, we just take big steps, forward, and then explode back up. Let's try to really be explosive with these movements. Now, we don't want to go too much forward, okay? We want to keep back straight. Knee doesn't touch, so I'm hovering, and then back up, and we alternate, okay?
You can also do a reverse lunge if you want. I usually do them because I have a knee issue, so it's less force on my knee. So reverse lunge, simply going back, down, and then back up together. So if you want to do those, I will be doing those so you can watch.
Awesome, yeah, that could be more comfortable. It's also, I find it more challenging for coordination, so that could be another way to challenge yourself. And then next up, we're gonna go again on the floor with frog pumps. So that's a glute isolation exercise, similar to what we did before. Now we put the feet together, like that in a butterfly pose. And then we squeeze the glutes up, okay? So now we're taking out the hamstrings. We're using only our glutes. You know, we want to do higher tempo with these ones. So faster reps. And then the last two exercises, we're gonna go into sumo squats. So wider stance. Once again, we challenge our quads, but also make sure to squeeze the glutes. So we go down 90 degrees, back straight, go back up, really, really develop the tension and go back down, okay? And finally, we're gonna go into a wall sit. So we go against the wall, 90 degree, feet underneath the knees, and we just finish the round like this. Holding, really, really developing the tension, resisting as much as possible. And this is it, guys. So we definitely rested enough. We are ready. So remember, we're gonna start with the Romanian deadlift, single leg Romanian deadlift. Choose the leg that you want. We're gonna start in 10 seconds.
Do we have 2 rounds?
What?
2 rounds?
We're gonna do 2 to 3 rounds. And go. Now the leg that remains straight can have a bit of a bend at the knee, okay? So don't worry about keeping it locked. And really feel your entire leg contracting to maintain the balance and also your glutes and hamstrings. Other leg, let's switch. So it's the same exercise. You may find it's a bit more challenging if it's not your dominant. All right, very good. We have the agility drill. So now just step forward and backward, okay? Very, very close and fast steps. And go. Ten seconds. Keep it going, keep it going. Okay. We're going to go into squats. Catch the breath. And go. Back straight. Of course, feel free to do jumping squats if you want to make it even harder.
Don't afraid to get lower. Make it harder.
Mountain climbers. Add that twist. Engage the core. Okay. Deep raises. Either 1 or 2 legs at a time. Okay. Lunges. Let's stand up. And big steps. Explode back up. Breathe in and then breathe out as you explode up. Back straight. Maintain the balance. And again on the floor. We're going to do the front pumps. Fast reps, guys. Feel the stretch at the top. Okay. And then we have, I forgot to change the timer. We're gonna have sumo squats and wall sit. Ready with the sumo squats? 3, 2, 1, and go. Wide, toes pointing outward. Squeeze. Ten seconds left. And 3, 2, 1, and stop. And now, next up, we're gonna have the wall sit. So let's go to the wall. Ready in 3, 2, 1, go. Let's hold it here. Halfway there. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. All right, very good.
Nice job, guys.
All right, shake it off. Stretch your legs if you have to. Get a sip of water. So originally, we planned to do 2 rounds of the lower body as well. But given the time, the explanations were a bit longer than expected. So we can either do 1 more round of this, or we can just go straight into stretching, which will be led by Club Field Hockey. So what are your thoughts, guys?
I mean, I don't mind doing 1 more lower body. I can shorten the stretching so that it goes quicker. But it's kind of up to what everybody else wants to do.
So let's see in the chat, guys, because I know that some people want to attend the virtual concert. So that's something we're trying to deal with as well with the programming.
For legs. Let's go.
Yeah, guys, let's just finish strong. We're already here.
All right, we're gonna do 1 more round.
I'll stick around to stretch
Yeah.
if everyone's still here.
There's an opener to the concert. I don't think it's starting at 7. So
Oh, who's the opener though?
I don't know. I don't think it's anybody. I think it's somebody Rochester local. So it's not like which isn't a bad thing, but it's not like as big as AJR.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right. Well then, guys, if you want to leave a bit earlier, fair enough. We're gonna be here.
I'll cut the stretches down anyways, just so it's quicker.
Great job. Thanks, everyone, for sticking it through. We're almost there.
Yeah, well, what are your thoughts? How does it feel to kind of do this kind of training? Do you feel like it could support your activity? Did we manage to do something useful?
Yeah, this is fun. I like this.
I've burned 377 calories, so that's good.
You go, Grace.
That's always good.
Okay, let's do 1 more leg.
All right, ready. We are gonna start in 20 seconds, guys. Get mentally ready. Remember, we're gonna start with the single leg Romanian deadlift. And this time for the agility drill, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do in and out, going first left and then right. So let me show you what I mean. So from this position, we step in, out, and we slowly go to the left. Then once we reach the point, we do the same, but the other direction, okay? So it's gonna look like this.
That's totally what I did last time, so clearly I did the last one wrong. So go.
Yeah, the first one was supposed to be just a back and forth, essentially, just like very, very.
Cool. We're good.
We're ready, guys.
Prepara.
10 seconds and we start. So choose your leg for the Romanian deadlift. 3,
3, 2, 1.
and go.
Lavora.
Slow down the tempo if it's hard to balance. Almost there.
3, 2, 1. Riposa.
Okay. Get ready for the other leg. Feel free to start now.
3, 2, 1. Lavora.
Last one, last one.
Riposa.
Okay. Agility drill. So remember, we're gonna go in and out. Imagine you have a grid. And go. Ten seconds. All right. We're gonna go into squats. And go. All right. Next up, mountain climbers.
3, 2, 1. Lavora.
Hip raises.
3, 2,
Choose the other leg.
lavora. Riposa.
Lunges.
2, 1. Lavora.
Back straight. Big steps forward. Let's see if we can increase the tempo. And next we have the frog pumps.
3, 2, 1. Lavora.
Up. All the way up and then quickly down. Okay. Sumo squats.
3, 2, 1.
Widen up.
Lavora.
Remember to contract your glutes at the very top. Okay. Wall sit, guys.
3, 2, 1. Lavora.
Hold it there. Focus. Ten seconds. And we're done. Feel free to take some steps, shake off the legs. Whew. We did it. Nice. So here we are. For the complete full workout, I would advise doing a third round of this to keep it balanced. But today I definitely think we killed it. And I think it's a great time to proceed with a stretch.
Cool. So I'm gonna keep this short. I took off a few things just so that we've got less to accomplish.
All right.
So let me, if you guys have a mat or any sort of soft surface, I would advise getting that. If not, you're totally fine. So I think best bet is just if you follow along. I promise it's easy stuff and stuff you've probably done before. So we're gonna start in downward dog for a few seconds. You guys don't know what that looks like. We're basically on hands and knees. You're in tabletop position. You want your shoulders over your hands and your hips over your toes. You're gonna tuck your back toes, or your toes in general. Lift your hips straight up. And you wanna be pressing the floor away with your feet and with your hands in opposite directions. If it's really tight, you can bend your knees as well to get your hips higher. That is totally okay. You can also pedal out your feet if that feels good. Just do this for a minute. And when you guys feel you can stretch out, you want to bring your body weight over, forward into a plank position. And then you're going to lower our hips and come down into Cobra. Cobra can also be done from lower. You can come up as high as comfortable as for you. You don't want to hurt your back. You're just trying to get a nice stretch in your abs. If it feels good, you can turn your shoulders inward a little bit. Stretch out each side. Yeah. Okay, we're going to come up from that. What else did I have? Actually, I lied. Not gonna come up from that. When we're in this position, you're gonna pop back into plank. You're gonna pick one leg, either one, and you're gonna bring your knee upwards so that it is laying across your body. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight, obviously. And you wanna kind of sink in over that. That's called pigeon. If it's more comfortable, you can just fold your leg fully. so that your leg is underneath your thigh, or you can bring it inwards, and we're gonna stay here for 30 seconds, starting now. You can also come up if you want. Depends on what works best for you and what feels good for your body. Ten more seconds. You want to be feeling this top of the hamstring of the leg that's bent, and then same for the other leg. Okay, we're gonna switch now. I usually do this by coming back out to plank and switching legs. If that's not easy for you, then whatever position or whatever way is easier for you to switch positions. And we're gonna go for another 30 seconds. So this is gonna stretch mostly your inner thigh. You'll get some stretch on the top of your thigh as well. In field hockey, we do a lot of lower body work, so this is always a good way to end practice. 10 seconds. Okay. I usually twist out of this, so I put my butt down, roll my body. Next, we're gonna stretch back of our hamstrings, back of our calves. So you want to be seated mostly forward. One leg's gonna be stretched out. However wide it is up to you. Other leg is bent in. We're gonna reach for our opposite foot. You can go straight down. That'll stretch mostly the back of your hamstring. You can also go to the side. That'll get your lower back. I tend to do a little bit of both to get a little bit of everything. And we're gonna do another 30 seconds. When you're doing this, you want to make sure your opposite butt cheek is not leaving the floor, so you don't want to be tilting upwards. You want your butt to be totally flat on the ground. 10 seconds. Three, two, one. Switch. Other leg. Same deal. You may find that you're more flexible on one side than the other. I'm definitely more flexible on the left leg. No idea why. Ten seconds left. Hopefully the birds are providing a nice ambiance for this. 3, 2, 1, stop. And then one more stretch. For this one, if you have a mat or a towel or anything, you're gonna wanna fold it up to put it under your knee. And I have a standing variation for this as well if you don't have anything soft. So what we're gonna do is stretch our quads. My favorite way of doing this is you're gonna pick one knee, put it down. Other leg is gonna be at a 90-degree angle in front, and you're gonna grab the back of your foot or the top of your foot. If you don't have anything soft to put your knee on, you can just do the standing, normal quad stretch. The further you lean forward, the more of a stretch you're gonna get. I'm gonna do mine from down here. Start 30 seconds now. The tighter you pull your foot, the more stretch you're gonna feel. If you're not feeling it enough, you can inch your forward foot closer, like further out, and lean into it more. You don't want your knee to come too far over your toes, so just widen your stance if you need more of a stretch. 10 seconds. Three, two, one. Other side. Last one. Okay, and here we go. Last 10 seconds. And done. So that's it. We do also usually do some upper body stretching, but for the purpose of today's workout, lower body was kind of more of the field hockey focus. So hope you guys had fun. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Celia. It was a great routine. So yeah, the session is done. Thank you all so much for joining. Of course, it will be posted soon on our YouTube channel. So make sure to check it out for more resources, and so you can continue performing this at home at your own pace. And yeah, so we look forward to collaborating again. Obviously, I feel like we can contribute to each other's activities very well.
If anybody wants to learn how to play field hockey, we're back on campus in the fall. Guys and girls, we're a co-ed team. We have sticks. We can teach you everything. So if you're
go check out Club Hockey on CCC, register, and as we said, we'll probably see again from each other. All right. Bye-bye, guys.
Have a good night,
guys.
everybody.
Bye.